What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Inside the Pallet House, round 2, post-power hour. We have lost Ely, but what we have gained is more stew.
Oh, that's what
Yay! Don't put Terrence in that category.
Oh, no, Terrence is here. We got Terrence.
Terrence is here. Now he gets to take a break after pouring 100 beers.
I'm enjoying this.
He was sweating.
This is relaxing time.
He works hard for the money.
Terrence, you must be feeling a lot better now that you're not stuck pouring. How many beers did you pour that last episode?
That was 14 beers in 2 weird shaped shot glasses
In 1 hour.
in about 120% humidity in this pallet house, which I love, of course. But yeah, it was. This is more enjoyable. I'm gonna enjoy this one.
Terrence is here wearing his Penny Lane Pub shirt. He's happy to be interacting and out at a bar. So I know
Isn't that
we're
the
thankful
truth?
to have him here.
Hell yeah.
And
Actually, Terrence, I do have a question to ask you. I heard something today that Premier League was going to come back with some kind of modified end of season.
Yes,
Are you okay with this?
I'm okay with all sports. So the Bundesliga has been going on for a couple of weeks, and we've all been enjoying that. The Premier League, I think the 17th, they said that they are ready to go. They've given the green light, and they put a date out there. The Serie A, which is the Italian league, has given the 20th as the date that they're good to go. And La Liga, which is the Spanish league, I believe is the 8th. And then they said they're good to go. So everyone is kind of like folding sports. And they all waited for Germany. Like Germany, of course, was the more efficient country. And
I follow
had
Germany on everything,
Yep.
no matter what they've ever done.
Had
That's
it
just how you roll.
Yeah.
Had it organized and put people in the stands. They even did like a little bit of the fake sound stuff, which I was debating with some friends if
Do
we
you
dug
like that
or
or not?
It's a little hit or miss, but like once you're watching it for like 10 or 12 minutes,
It's background noise.
you're just
and you
background noise,
yeah.
right? You're focusing on the game, and then you're just like, but they had it almost like laugh track status where if the other team, had a bad foul, you heard like hissing sounds. Like, yeah, it was like, whoa. Like, so someone was control. It wasn't just like the
That's
song
kinda
in the
cool.
background.
I was
like,
going to say,
like
shouldn't
FIFA
they have
or
songs
whatever.
playing all the time?
Basically, it's like it was like FIFA for a while. They just had just music in the background of people chanting, right? Yeah.
The stabbing sounds.
Oh, would you stop, you hooligan, anti-hooligan mother?
But it's
Whoa.
Whoa. There we go. Coming
Why
out of
the
the gates.
Why the hate?
Wow.
but it's the same
least-
same hissing sounds for the same plays, like over and over. You could recognize it.
You could just tell, like, someone. You could just tell someone was controlling. Yeah, you could just tell controlling. Yeah, there was. Yeah, probably. I'm sure it was.
Crickets.
But it's cool. Like, so
Last name there?
I just want to be. So actually, my dad and I watched the big Borussia Dortmund Bayern Munich game.
Obviously.
That was a great game.
Yeah.
Big
So
game.
was that
Matt, I called him Matt.
was that an invite only?
On the pitch.
Yes,
less
yes, oh
at
yeah.
the-
So it was
at the pub?
just Dad and I at Penny Lane watching that. But it was like, all right, I'm gonna have a beer. It's 12:30 on a Tuesday. Why not? And we're gonna watch the game. So we just sat there, watched the game, and it was cool to feel like back at the
Like
pub
you were
and
in a
watch a
pub.
game. Yeah, it was like, all right, this is
That
fun.
is the advantage of owning the pub. So
Yeah.
I own this pub.
Yes,
And
it's a good one.
I'm sick and tired of this fucking pub because this is where I've had 90% of my drinks for 2.5 months.
Yep.
I thought you'd be happy to have people in it for the
You
first
have
time.
no idea how interesting and exciting this is for me. I mean, I've got my conflicted views of like, am I supposed to be doing this? And then
Yeah.
I've got my like, oh my God, it's people. Like I haven't seen a group of people
Yeah.
in forever. I mean, that's
You're
what's
kind of on the social distancing. Like you're playing. by
I'm the more.
rules,
I'm probably
yeah.
the one who's most like
by far.
okay with
No.
the social distancing
Brendan
and all
has,
that.
Brendan has led the social portion of this entire lockdown. Period. He's led the social. Like he's put on the Zooms, he's put on the podcast, he's done everything social. But what it is, it's the physical. Nobody's been in front of anybody
Yeah.
for a while. So this
Well,
is the true 3D version of what we're supposed to be doing.
And look how good I look.
Yeah, and
No, you look horrible. The haircut
you-
is fading.
and just in case,
It's not great.
and just in case, I did pour a lot of beers for the two guys on my immediate left.
6 feet away from you.
So 6 feet from now. Yeah.
Yeah.
They weren't then, but I had alcohol in between us, so I felt safer.
That's not how it works.
It's not how it works.
Nope.
I don't have corona, but I have Gonacep for herpes AIDS. I don't know if you care about that.
Gonacep for AIDS.
Gonacep for herpes AIDS.
No.
So
You
I've
never had that?
Had it.
I went to Radford, man. Of course.
It's the 4-in-1.
When you checked into Radford, you got it.
Here's your shot.
Especially if you're on the dark
You
side.
might need this at some point.
Am I right?
That is like the anti-shot they give you. Like if you go overseas, they're like, all right, we're going to have to give you this malaria shot. And they're like, you now have got a sip of herb.
So can I tell you real quick, today, a guy selling pest control walked up to my house, and he's just a guy he's in college age. And
He sprayed you in the eyes, said there, now the neighbors are happy.
Right. But he walks up, he's just a regular college student. He's selling.
Was it called Ardent?
No, it wasn't.
Literally, a guy did that to my house like last weekend, and his name was Ardent. I was like, that's a beer company in
Yeah.
Richmond. Where are you guys from? Like, it was funny,
So-
but good.
The funny
Branching
thing,
out.
Yeah.
the funny
we
thing
do
is
beer and pesticides.
this
Wait,
is
what?
a guy who's 20. Yeah, he's 20. He goes to the University of Minnesota, and he summers in Richmond, and he works for a pest control company. And he says, he walks up to the house and he says, "Hey, I'm so and so, and I'd like to sell you, a yearly pest control system that will come by 4 times a year and 2 times in between the quarterly checkups." But what was funny is he's just in shorts and a T-shirt, and he's got this big orange badge that says "Essential Worker." So I'm in the house taking a shit, and my daughter starts screaming, Dad,
There's an essential worker here.
there's somebody out front that says it's an essential worker and he needs to talk to you." And I'm like, okay,
Pinch this off and go.
what did I do? How did I fuck up?
That is the best like door-to-door ploy I've ever heard. Just as essential
Yeah.
worker.
So
Brilliant.
his shirt says pest company, his pest company on the other side, but on this big orange button, it just says "Essential Worker."
Did you think you were getting
gives-
arrested again, like when you were
Well,
at Red Lobster or whatever? Like,
My
What was
dad,
you worried
my,
about?
My dad met him at the door apparently, and I was,
Gave him some butter?
Yeah, he was
And-
high as kite, though.
exactly. It was good.
oh wait, we're cross.
Yeah.
Too soon?
So,
That's
but
hilarious.
apparently, my daughter, my oldest, she's 15. She's like, "There's an essential worker out there. He's asking for your name." I was like, "That's okay." But when I went out there, so
You would automatically assume it's a census worker. You know what I mean? Like that's
well,
what you think. Census.
which went down the whole path that
I
we were
assume
talking
it's
about,
someone
the
selling something.
quote unquote tracers.
Well, we weren't talking about it on the podcast.
No, I know, but people that are trying to follow whoever's going to say whatever. But anyway, she just said, "The guy's got a big orange button. You need to come out here now, Dad." I was like, "I can't pinch this off."
Tell him to come up here because I need essential help.
And if you know my dad, he ended up talking to the guy for like 25 minutes before I even got
Oh, your dad will talk a dude's ear off. I went over there to
hilarious.
drop off the beers. Your dad was sitting on the porch. I was like, "Girls, stay here. I'm going to be here for a while." Like,
Well, but you do it ahead of time. You're like, "I don't want to run
did.
into my
Remember,
dad.
I said- I did.
I'm gonna
I-
drop
I
the beers
made-
off and go."
and I didn't mean that to be rude. I was like,
No,
I've
no.
got to get back for a meeting. And I was like, so you were like, just knock on the door, give the beer to my dad. And I was like, I can't. I got to get back for a meeting because I know your dad's going to talk my ear off. And
know
I'm
what?
not saying that as a negative. I just know how it's going to be. And so
Could you not say the same thing about your dad?
absolutely. No,
Yeah,
it's the exact
exactly.
same situation. And so I show up and he's sitting on the front porch smoking a cigarette. And I was like, "All right, girls, just stay in the car. I'm gonna go do this." And like I go up and I drop off the beer and he like hops right up, runs over. He's like, "Hey, how are you, man?" And he's like, "How's the world of finance?" I'm like, "I don't do finance." I was like,
You know
now
what?
I got to
Might be
explain
good.
this too.
You know what Stu's dad is a
Not
huge,
great.
You know what Stu's dad's a huge fan of other than marijuana? Now that coronavirus is in full effect? Handshaking.
Oh,
This motherfucker,
He did.
he doesn't talk to anyone without fucking putting his meaty paw out and fucking
does.
grabbing all up on you. I'm
He-
like, dude, it's cool. We don't have to do this. And look, I'm not a
I got back to the
Sally.
car. I got back to the car and my girls were like, "Dad, you shook that guy's hand." And I was like, "Well, he shook my hand in my defense." And they were like, "But you're not supposed to shake hands." And I was like, "No, I mean, I get that, but it happened so fast. He just reached out and shook my hand." I was like, "I'm not going to tell him.
give me some lotion or give me some antibacterial.
Yeah, I was like,
Let's
"Look, girls,
wash
look,"
up.
and I douched up
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
lotion.
yes.
I was like, "See, look, I'm lotioning up. We're all good."
Yeah.
So I mean, it was.
This
but
is what we all just need to just lotion up.
Just lotion up.
And
Like there's you're gonna be okay. Now
We
don't
got-
go sticking your hand in your mouth.
Sure.
What? Wait. Hold on. Now you
Or
tell
in
me?
other places that Stu likes to stick his hands in.
But I knew I was getting into a
I
conversation.
didn't use my hands for that first shot.
But you know what? I'm not mad. I did enjoy the conversation with your dad. It was good to see him. I just knew I was like, I don't want to be rude, but I have a call at 1:30. Like I have to be back. Like I got to get home. I was doing a
With
quick
coronavirus.
I was doing a quick run out. Well, it hasn't. No, it's been 14 days. I'm okay.
No, you're dead.
Oh,
No.
Yeah.
I'm
Sorry.
dead?
I hate to tell you that.
Oh, you want to do pottery? Because I'm a ghost.
We
heaven.
know Stu's dad brought it over from Philippines. That is a proven fact.
Dude, the only thing that dude brought back from Philippines was little tiny women. What are you doing?
All right, Stu has been on the phone for the past 2 or 3 minutes, and now he's interrupting the podcast, and I'm just trying to talk to interrupt what he's interrupting. So what's
What do
going
I-
on here?
So after the power hour, apparently I need to ride home. So I'm just making sure I know where I am so that somebody can pick me up, take me home.
All right. Well, can I not give you that on the air?
Well, that's why I showed you. You just went off on the air. So
Well, I'm on the air.
I know.
We're recording
I wasn't
now.
trying- I know this. I was just
Oh, I didn't
asking
know if
for
you
a
knew
heads
that.
up.
Does Stu know how this works?
No,
I don't know if he's
new
just- you ever
here.
been-
He's
Stu,
just-
I'll text you the information.
Thank
Okay.
you very much.
Oh.
You could have texted him the question, and he could have seen it, and he could have responded back. But okay.
All right.
I
Well-
remember
well,
my first podcast.
In Stu's defense, I wouldn't have noticed
First
because I
podcast,
don't.
that was a fun one.
Because
Yeah,
I
that
don't.
was good.
No, because I don't look at my phone. Because the rule is you don't look at your phone or receive texts or take calls. Now,
That's
what's-
not my rule.
What Stu did is went outside, took a call,
Yep.
came back in, and then showed
and
me.
then, and then showed you.
Yeah.
Now
and
I require
You never
it.
know when that call comes in. That's the real estate deal that has to close in the next 2 hours. That's my problem.
At
I just
9
take
o'clock?
Yes, I've closed many a deal after midnight. Trust me, it works. It just happens. I mean, you
It
gotta
involves a lot
close
of
it.
heroin, but he can close the deal.
He-
Close it.
This episode's gonna be like pulling fucking
Well,
teeth.
you probably, if that's the case, then we probably should. No, keep
I can
going.
tell you what, we'd
Yeah.
be making a lot more money than we're making with this podcast because that Joe Rogan money ain't coming in.
Nope. You didn't.
I
You
thought
didn't sign
for
a sweet deal
sure-
I didn't sign a big deal.
All right,
No.
for Spotify.
Actually, truth is, we actually did get a pretty good donation on our Venmo the other day from Aaron. So a shout out to Aaron.
Big
Little
ups, Aaron.
respect.
That was nice of you.
That
You
was
didn't have
nice.
to do that.
We had Adam hit us up. and
Yeah.
we had Aaron hit us up. We had
Yeah.
two big Venmos. So I will accept that every time. Again, I'm pumping it all into advertising. That's what I'm doing. Possibly a new board. Long story.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
This
Maybe.
board's not working. If we have enough money in the Venmo account that I can get like subsidize half of that board, then I will get the new board because this is I'm already angry. Like I'm just fired up. Like that this thing's a year old.
The more you donate, the more we talk about you too, which is pretty cool.
Troy, what's the Venmo?
Venmo is at Inside the Pallet House.
That's easy.
Yeah.
That's easy. What's inside the pallet house?
Inside the Pallet House is the name of our podcast.
Mind blown. I am blown away.
We need more gear. We got to get on the gear front because
I was
we've
going
been
to ask
out
if
of
you
gear
had
for a
like
while.
T-shirts or anything like that.
We used
to throw out of these
we
guys
had
that are
T-shirts
Venmoing.
and koozies for a while, and we've given them all out, and we need to get on. We need to get back on it for sure.
We do.
Well, I was talking
man.
about, I thought you were talking about like more like the equipment gear here, like better setup, better.
But I think swag
Production.
for the listeners is better.
And swag for the people that pay. That would be nice. So we need to step that up.
I would love to be able to flip someone a koozie or something.
Or a shirt. I mean, if you
No,
donate,
they don't get shirts.
Well, if you donate $50, you should get a damn shirt. That's not.
No, they don't deserve shirts.
Okay.
no, I'm with you though.
He is
No,
angry.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I have been so angry all week.
Yeah,
it's
you have
honestly,
piss and vinegar.
so how do you feel now? We've
I feel a lot better.
second
Okay.
podcast.
No,
you know?
I feel great now. Like I've got friends around
It's
me.
been 2
which-
weeks since the last time you did this.
No, but I haven't seen anybody till today. This is like literally.
I mean,
this
Terrence
is
is volunteering hugs. He'll just give you a hug.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I want a hug.
No, don't do
You want
that.
to bring the anger out? Come over here and hug me.
I do want to hug.
I was
wanna hug
walking-
all you guys.
I was
Yeah,
walking
I
around.
don't want to hug.
I was walking around the neighborhood. What, yesterday?
yeah,
day
a
before.
couple days ago.
And I
Terrence
just
was
like knocked on
knocking-
Troy's
cold
door.
knocking doors.
And I was like, "Hey, what are you doing?"
Do you have your essential worker badge on?
No, I just had a beer in my hand. It was just like,
Respect.
you need to talk.
What are you doing? Just come out here and I went around to like 3 or 4 people's houses and just.
But
knocked on everyone's door because I was like, I just like
Now you know one of your neighbors has the virus, right?
what? Yes.
Yeah.
That you
So I didn't go to
He
his
went there
house.
first. He went there first.
Yeah, shook his hand and then kept his hand out here away from, and then
Yeah.
shook everyone's hand.
And it was no, but I mean, like we just like he came out and said, "Hey, you want a beer? All right, I got one, cool." And then we just like sat in his backyard, like across from the table and very far away, and even his wife and kids kind of were gardening and running around while we were doing it. And I was like, "Cool." And then
You're
I went
not
to
talking
Troy's.
about
and did the same
me.
thing.
You're
No,
talking
I
about
was talking about
somebody
Sean, and then we went to Troy's house. But I just like bounced around to a few houses just
But isn't
to
that
feel
the-
like a normal.
Did it feel normal?
It felt very normal, and I
Good.
walked home and I was like,
I feel better.
I feel pretty good. Like I was about to like go off the rails like that day. I was coming home.
It's weird how that happens. It's like it builds up.
Yeah,
Like
and
you're
it was
staying
just-
home. You're not going
Yeah.
to do your job.
Well, I
Is
was
that-
at
is-
Penny Lane, and I was actually it was the same day of the game, so I felt a little bit of normal.
Oh, so you were already
know-
feeling good. Like you were like
I had a little
life-
normal,
life
and then
Wasn't
all of a
that a-
sudden it
wasn't
was
that a
taken
nine-
away or
nine-
something, and it was a weird.
Was that a
sensation. I
9:30
don't know.
game?
That was it was 12:30. So
Oh.
for us.
But what I'm saying is that
I don't know.
didn't that isn't that like harken back to the days of when you didn't have to like call ahead of time or send an email or text like, hey, I'm just going to go knock on somebody's door and see if they're hanging out.
Yeah.
And
That's
the
how it was
best.
done. Well, that's
the best.
That was honestly when Ryan Parker showed up here. The guy who's been helping us
Sure.
up over at Town Insurance.
That drops off the
when
delis,
he dropped
right?
off the deli, like
Yeah.
just seeing somebody
Like, whoa.
walk up my driveway
Yeah.
and be like, "Hey, friend," I was like, "Oh my god."
Well, Terrence
So
will tell
good
you
to
that's
see
how
you.
our neighborhood works. Like every family in our neighborhood walks around, and we walk by each other's houses, and we just, oh, you're hanging out. I'll stop and hang out. It's awesome. It's what we're missing. I mean, we're missing it a lot.
But so for a little while there, when this whole shutdown started to happen, I noticed that there was more camaraderie in the neighborhoods.
Yes,
Like, there was-
I feel that. Yeah.
Yeah,
People-
we pushed it off for a minute for sure. We were
But it was happening.
we
Like,
were driveway drinking for a long time.
people were going out. They were seeing each other. They were like, "I want to be around people."
Yeah.
And I actually thought that was a real positive thing that was occurring from this whole shutdown, is that people were actively going out, saying hi, at least from a distance, but making time to see your neighbors
Yeah.
because you're not.
I saw
going
people
anywhere.
engaging with neighbors, not just like
That's fading.
a wave. Hey,
Is-
but it was definitely more of.
I'm
like,
seeing
let
I'm
me
seeing
chat.
less of it.
Yeah.
So
We're getting
there
back
was
out.
there was a lot of it where like you would go through the neighborhood and every car would wave, every cyclist would wave, everybody was hanging out. Now I think people are starting to get a little hardened, and they're starting to be like,
under the assumption that everybody's out doing a little bit more.
I don't know what it is. I think also that people are starting to get jaded. Look, there's a lot of infighting going on right now. There really is, with people like, fuck this, you're taking this from me. Oh, fuck this, you should be accepting this.
people are getting fed up with
People
the
are
whole
yeah.
system.
Fed
yeah.
up on all levels. For
Yeah,
sure.
for a little bit, people were like, we're in this together. And
Yeah.
now everyone's like, no, I'm in this with my people. Fuck
Yeah.
you. I'm seeing more of that. And I think that's part of what's wearing me thin.
I'm teaming with those people. I agree with
I'm
them.
starting to see a lot of the like the Facebook infighting where I'm like, these people were friendly 2 months ago, and now they're like, screw you.
It's been hard. It's been hard on people, and I mean, this is all first world problems. I mean,
But it's not. This is
Well, the Facebook
Everyone.
bitching is first world problems.
yes.
Like,
But I mean, this is
there's real shit
happening.
going
This
on.
is happening everywhere.
no, but I'm saying in our bubble, it's first world problems, and we're all lucky here. Poor Terrence is taking the biggest hit. He has his own business. Everyone here is still working and has income coming in, so we don't have that stressor. But we're still freaking out. Like, we're still getting tired of the life.
It's exhausting.
Yeah,
dude.
it's exhausting. And it's
really
hard.
is. The
And
whole
imagine
thing's
being poor
exhausting.
Terrence, who is dealing with all his small business problems and everything else that we're
It's
dealing
funny.
with.
There's been a large portion of my life where I'm like, I wish I had Terrence's life, and now I'm like, well, at least I don't have Terrence's life. It's no offense.
Well, it makes me
Just
sick.
remember the good days when I
Yeah.
wanted to be you.
It makes me
Wanted
sick
to be-
because
wanted this.
and I love corporations. I love Home Depot, Target, Walmart. I'm all for that. But they're all striving. They're all killing it right now, and every mom and pop is dying
Hurting.
right now,
Yep.
and it kills me. It kills me.
What kills me is that you walk into a food line and everybody's doing what they're supposed to do,
Who
and
eats
the
a food
employees. Just saying, it's the closest grocery store for me.
Gross.
But the employees are You know,
You.
If food
I
line
just- I
backwards
just-
is doofnoil.
I just,
That's just
Our
what it is.
chicken's made of flying.
but I'm like, I'm touching all the things I'm
Stop
picking up.
touching things.
No, I have to grab it off the shelf.
Oh, fair enough.
I grab it off the shelf and put it in my cart. Then I
You literally said I was going through. I'm touching all the
Touching-
things.
it's like,
I was
don't
like,
be touching
why?
I
everything.
dragged my hand down the aisle.
That's not
You
how
don't
it
do that when
works.
you shop?
You fucking twat.
so I
Picture
grab
like Gladiator, where he's just touching the wheat, like you know, like in every scene, like he just stew down the aisle.
Everybody's eggs have been touched by stew.
That's not how you shop? You guys are weird.
but it's
Stu's just sipping Capri Suns.
Who's that guy that doesn't have a cart just touching everything down the
There's
aisle?
nothing in his cart. He
mean-
hasn't bought anything, but he's touched the whole store.
things may
Can
change.
I have a free cookie? All right, now put it back.
I mean, things may change come tomorrow, but you know, I go into the store, I grab all my stuff, and I put it in my cart, and I put it on the, the checkout counter, and then the girl touches everything, and then she puts it in the
Or
bags,
guy.
and it's like, or whoever, and I'm like, well, are we really protecting each other? And it's like,
No, we're not. That's the
Stew
key
point.
point. That's the key point. Because honestly, I saw something on Facebook, and I usually don't listen to anything I see here on Facebook, but it did make me think because I have a little bit of PPE knowledge, and I was like, oh, that's kind of a valid point. The point was, if the virus is so bad, why don't you have biohazard bags for all the masks and gloves that are being thrown away?
It would be
Because-
nice.
Because in a hospital environment, in any real environment,
Well, doesn't it come down to we weren't like in an ideal world we would, right?
but no one's even brought it up, right?
No.
So people are just taking their
But I can't
magic
take any
gloves.
And oh god, I'm trying so hard not to talk about it because I'm so tired.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm so tired of it. But like,
Shift the subject.
yeah, I guess I could.
Yeah, change the subject.
All right, I will. Thanks.
But it was. Thank you for inviting the business part of it.
No, and I'm not like mad at any of it. I'm just like
No.
I keep having these conversations and like it's fucking tiring, man.
Yeah.
Like I think that's why I've been so frustrated, is because like
I want to go back to normal.
75% of my conversations are about all this shit, and then everyone's like, well, you should wear a mask. I don't want to wear a mask.
Yeah.
And I'm
Like,
like,
dude.
well, no shoes, no shirts, no problem.
I honestly
don't
think,
fucking know,
what set me off was just whatever talk radio I was listening to, like on the way home from Penny Lane to the neighborhood, and the guy just was going nuts on whatever he was talking about. But it was just like so over the top, and it
You
was
can't
just,
wear a mask at a pub.
What killed me though is the
yeah, it's tough to wear a pub
what killed me is the
and drink a beer.
I can do it.
Order a meal.
I'm the best.
What killed me was the arbitrarity. Like, it was just arbitrary. Like, Terrence can't open up, but you guys can.
Yeah.
No, the whole thing.
But yeah, now Richmond's like
it's
phase
maddening.
1 or 0.5. We're not even in phase 1.
Well, that's
yet,
why that's why we need to quarantine a bunch of people for 14 days and then send them into space. See that? That's called a segue.
Space.
Oh, I
Speaking of
see what you
space,
said.
SpaceX.
Yes, dude. When this comes out,
Yeah.
we will know
If you
if
did- yeah.
SpaceX had launched or not. Because I was so
I already know.
what?
Yeah, I was there.
Well,
Crazy. I
how'd
was in the future.
How'd it go?
You ever seen Back to the Future?
How did it go?
Well,
Good. I hope you're right. I'm glad that's what you said.
So where did they launch SpaceX from? I didn't pick. Was that
Florida.
It was
Yeah.
Florida? Okay.
I don't know if
It's
it's
definitely Florida.
From the NASA site.
I don't know if it's still Cape Canaveral,
Yeah, it's
but
what-
Cape
is it?
Canaveral.
I don't know if it was Canaveral.
No, it wasn't.
But
Because what killed me
But
though
it was
is,
Florida.
definitely Florida.
It was
Because Florida's the only place that's open.
because it was
They're like,
wrestling.
wrestling, MMA,
Yeah.
space
Whatever.
flights, whatever you got.
Yeah.
Like, we'll do it.
Tesla team with NASA.
If you guys want to punch each other, you guys want to fly to the moon, I don't give a fuck. We're open.
Yeah.
Do it.
So the
Let's
only
party.
Florida.
the only TV channel that was streaming it live was Discovery HD, and the guy that did
That wasn't the only one.
Yeah, the MythBusters guy in there. That was
It was
great.
4 hours prior to
Yeah.
the shutdown due to the weather.
yeah.
So this guy from not MythBusters, what's the
Weather Channel?
No, the guy that Foose, Chip Foose.
Chip Foose, the car guy?
Yeah, the host for that
Okay.
show.
Okay.
I can't remember his name.
Okay. Go ahead.
But he was the one that did 4 hours of hosting it. and they were getting into the Mythbuster guy. They were talking to all these other people.
I thought it was
and
great.
They were good. And they even had Katy Perry come in and say, "Oh, I'm sitting here in my moon, and I've got my dog." It was just crazy. Like, it was 4 hours of HD Discovery Channel, and
Yeah, it was like Super Bowl hype, and then they didn't have the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
right.
It's like,
it was
oh,
like, it
we're
was
not playing.
terrible.
Damn.
Dope.
But you couldn't find it on any other regular, like.
But it was they
CBS
were supposed.
broadcast.
It was supposed to be on ABC and
Didn't
Discovery,
happen.
It wasn't on
Didn't
and then
happen.
they didn't put it on ABC.
Didn't
it was
happen.
really odd.
But it was on like 4 other channels because I
But
saw.
so this Saturday, which
They were all,
everyone, this will be coming out far later,
Yeah.
so it will
We'll
be
know, right.
far removed. But I'm
it
like,
was a success. Congratulations, guys.
I'm ecstatic about this. Like, I'm so glad we're going back to space because shit like this makes me remember, hey, maybe we should leave and discover a new virus on Mars. You know, like,
Well,
I need that Mars virus. That'll clean up my Earth virus.
Yes. That might,
Yeah.
Are there Mars bats and pigs we can combine just to make a
I
super
promise you,
alien virus?
I promise you, we'll find them.
Yeah.
Well,
And
it was the first time they've had Americans launched from American soil since 2011.
Right,
which
'cause they've
was
been-
last.
They've been launching from Russia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
other
And-
people have been kicking ass. We have lost our way. You know what I mean? Like America should be kicking ass
Well,
at space exploration.
You know why? We obviously faked the first moon landing. Everybody knows that, right, Stu?
Yep. There isn't a
mean,
moon.
It was
No,
flat.
it's
The
cheese.
moon was just
Yeah.
sitting there. The Earth was flat. They walked over
Exactly,
to the edge.
yeah.
and just, hey, we'll touch it.
Science.
Stupat. The
The
more you
Stupat
know.
show. Hey, we're
Hashtag
gonna build this Stupat show up, and it's
Stupat.
gonna be a hit.
You know
when it
what?
happens.
You know what would be the best? It goes Stupat. The more you know. That's
and then
their
the
show.
star.
Dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun, dun.
Do, and then it's Stu and Pat flying over.
Yeah,
the
their
star shape.
faces just.
Oh my God! I can't wait to
I
do this
cannot
show.
wait.
Subtitle: We remember it as it was.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Because that's
I'm
just
in.
like,
Tell me
you know, that's
in.
how it happened.
Stu, you think I'm in?
Yeah. I'm a subscriber.
I think
already.
this show is going to be.
5
Hilarious.
stars.
It's actually 6, bro.
If there was a 6-star, I would definitely give it a 6-star review for sure.
But I am excited about this whole SpaceX thing. Like I'm stupid. Like I'm so excited to see us going back to space. Like this is I don't know why I'm so amped up, but
But the funny thing is,
Just watch
they've been sending
Armageddon.
people.
That's-
They've been sending people
Document.
up to the International Space Station forever. This is the first time it's been a privatized company from the U.S. and they're
I
saying
think I
this
got
is-
I think I got a hard on because it's Elon Musk doing it
Right.
too, and I just feel like he is our ultimate supervillain, just like being born in our eyes, and it's great to watch happen.
Honestly, I'm a little bit worried after Sandra Bullock, after we almost lost her. I was like, whoa, pump the brakes. Let's chill out.
I
I mean, we almost lost one of the best.
She'll never die.
Well, I mean, she looked great in her underwear.
But then Jodie Foster made a second one and
Ooh,
went up
that's right.
as well.
Jodie Foster, whatever happened to her? Man,
Contact.
she fell off.
Yeah.
Contact was, and then
That was before Sandra went.
So
up.
are you guys amped up about SpaceX though? Like, are you guys? Obviously, Stu, you were watching it.
I watched
right?
it.
Yeah.
Did
I was
you
watching
guys-
it.
I was a little-
watching
So you
it.
were
I was there.
watching
I
it?
was around. Yeah.
All right, so all of us
Yeah.
tuned in.
Yep.
Yeah, but we all
I
were
loved
not
it.
doing anything, so it's kind of like.
Right.
But no,
were
like-
you
like-
watching it? Yes, or I was.
But like my
fucking
kids,
like-
beating my dick.
My
Like there
kids
was no
were-
other thing to do.
I've mowed the lawn like 14 times this week.
So,
I'm gonna
I
watch
played solitaire
SpaceX.
for the 4th millionth time. Like, yeah, I was watching.
I don't know. I'm like my kids were doing like schoolwork
Yeah.
and stuff,
Yeah.
and I
Hey,
was
we're
like,
gonna
You
watch
weren't
this,
getting a haircut.
I was like-
obviously.
it doesn't look that bad.
compared to
You weren't shaving your whole beard.
I think it actually looks cool.
Yeah, the evil
course you do.
goatee and
'Cause you don't see it.
Shaggy head looks
All the
awesome.
time.
It's not that shaggy.
I
You
thought,
have
I
a-
thought
you-
he had a Paul Walker look from the first Fast and Furious.
You
when
have
it
a
first
right.
came
you
out.
have a Will Ferrell like fro going on.
It's interesting.
That's how my hair
the
does.
fact that it's
so I can say it.
curling as it gets longer.
Yeah.
So actually, I never knew it was curling because I've been taking it and slicking it like
Yeah,
off
right
to
in
the
the back.
side with like a Proud Boy part like way over here to the left.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
and,
whoa,
like-
whoa, whoa, whoa!
like-
to the left, they go to the right. Proud Boys go to the
Yeah,
right.
but I'm not a Proud Boy.
You just said you were.
I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's like that hipster part from like far to one side and
Yeah.
then over. I've been doing that, trying to
I
like.
don't know how I part my hair to the side. I don't feel like it's a.
It's just in my mind. I've been
Okay.
like, it's like a hipster look without the shaved sides.
Okay.
Oh.
So it's like the homeless look on the sides with like a hard part.
So
we
can I
grew
just
up-
say
it
something
was
real
today-
quick? Because
as we
only
grew up,
Terrence
it
is
was
going to
every-
get this.
Today was the
Hold on.
first time
That
though
doesn't
that
sound like a
I
good
ever
podcast.
just let it go.
Let it go.
And I was like,
You were Elsa.
oh shit, it's super curly.
Yeah.
Like I had no idea I have curly hair.
So Troy, you maybe, Brendan, maybe, but greatest American hero.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
You put the cape. You put the cape on him.
Now that
Believe it
dude
or
had
not-
true curly hair.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
But you're getting there.
But
That,
I
that
respect
actually
it.
might be a better comp. I think that's.
I'm good with that because
Yeah.
the Proud Boys they started nice, they ended up racist.
Yeah,
Don't really want to be a Proud Boy.
What was that
Greatest
theme
American
song,
Hero was
Sid?
never racist.
What was that
Believe
theme
it
song?
or not, I'm
I'm
walking
walking
on
on
air. Yeah, come on, you can't forget that. That shit is
Never
that
thought
shit's
I could be so.
I don't know why you looked at me like I'm the old guy that only would remember.
Well,
that one.
I didn't know.
it's catchy.
On
yeah.
a wing and a prayer.
Ooh, gonna be.
Believe it or not, it's just.
That's when he smacked him in the wall, right?
We just lost a ton
Bam.
of listeners.
Woo! They're like, yeah, we're out.
Abacus and
Peace.
James are gonna have to look that up. They're like, what are these motherfuckers talking
Yeah,
about?
type it
Greatest
in.
show on
Type it
ABC.
into Libri. It'll come right up.
If that didn't, try YouTube. It's a new thing that just
I assume
started
it's
up.
been edited off the rest of the universe. The Google.
Oh,
the
we got a
Google
young
universe.
female walking in here.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna have to clean it up for a minute.
No, you don't have to clean up for her.
No, yes we do. Well, here
Oh,
we
I
go.
thought that was someone else.
No.
All right.
So,
that's
greatest
what's
American
up.
hero.
I'm getting hugs.
Yes. Oh. Yep. Which high fives.
Getting hugs?
Yeah, that's it makes for great vibes. Yeah, when you just awkwardly pause for a little bit.
Yep.
But I mean, what would Stu bring to the show? Outside
He
of
would
Except for
awkward
nothing
pauses.
apparently mean anything but
I thought that was his nickname.
Stu the awkward pause.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I will never understand.
I will. Yep. It's a.
Why is everybody speechless?
Well, because we just went from a power hour, and then all of a sudden, Stu's inviting guests. It's interesting.
I don't know what happened.
So I've been excited about the SpaceX launch.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to try to random this little something different. I got officially a leather
All right.
ring.
All right.
Not a wood one.
No, because you know what the problem is? I kept buying them damn wood rings,
Uh huh.
And
And
they
they kept
kept-
breaking.
literally.
Yeah.
Like
'Cause they're wood.
Literally, yeah. Apparently, wood is a horrible ring.
I've never
material.
even heard of anyone doing that except for you. Well, I
Yeah,
guess
except
now.
for
I've
he
had-
likes wood glasses, wood rings, wood
I've had-
condoms.
Wood teeth.
wood condoms.
Yeah.
Wood condoms are great, except for the splinters.
Yeah.
Wood condoms?
Splintered for her pleasure.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Inside out for yours.
So yeah,
Wait, what?
but so all right. So check this out. I bought a wooden ring. What the hell is
You
this?
you bought a rubber ring or something?
So I have wooden ring.
Yeah.
I've had
You've
wooden
had
rings,
a couple wooden.
rubber rings. I have a rubber ring that looks like a wood ring,
Yeah.
but I don't like the way it looks. And then the other day, I found a company that's making leather rings. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get a leather ring
to measure cock ring.
because that's kind of
Exactly.
my cock ring's pleather.
Oh,
Ooh, fake.
Yeah,
You
I'm
should
not-
upgrade.
No, a lot
It
of
should be
people are.
stainless or it should be leather.
Well, it's stainless pleather,
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense.
so it's actually
That
best
checks
case.
out.
But you're in finance. What do you need a ring for? That is like for rugged people or for
No, you see, I want a rugged. I wanted
Okay.
a rugged. I like rugged.
It's all
rings.
image.
I used. It's like I originally bought a
You're
titanium
so
ring.
rugged.
For the first 10 years, I had a titanium ring,
Well,
and
look at
I
his
was
hair.
like, my hair's dope.
That's what I'm saying.
Can
It's
we
rugged.
just
It's
settle on
rugged.
the fact
It's
that my
rugged.
hair is
Yes.
dope?
Believe it or not,
not.
I'm walking on air.
It's not going well for me. I'm gonna have to get a haircut.
Tell me about your leather ring.
So
Let's
I
not
was
get-
so excited that I got this like.
Is that a
this-
power bottom or you top? I don't know what that means.
I think that's how the guy got his superpowers in
Yeah.
that movie. In that, anyway, go
You
keep
get
going.
the blue
leather
oyster?
ring.
Terrence,
leather ring.
can I have a beer?
You can have a beer. So
I just,
that'll shut me up for 3.5 seconds. Go.
all I'm asking for.
Welcome to my world from the first podcast.
So I got this leather ring and I was all excited about it, right? Thank you. And I'd been waiting for it for like 3 weeks because they
You paid like $100 probably.
75.
Yeah, you showed
So,
them.
so you got it how long ago?
Well, so I got it in time for my anniversary because I know this doesn't make any sense, but I bought myself a new wedding ring for my anniversary
Hero.
because I'm a classy man.
Yeah.
How much did your wife cost?
Well, she's from Russia. Very
That's a
little.
different discount. Got it.
No, so I got myself this leather ring, and I was like, I want to have it for the anniversary. I don't exactly know why the logic was there. Truth be told, when I ordered it, it was like 2:30 in the morning, and I didn't even remember that I ordered it until I checked my email the next day, and I was like, oh fuck, what have I purchased? And there was a leather ring like that I had purchased. I was like, okay, cool. Now I vaguely remember seeing a Facebook ad middle of the night, ordered a ring. So now I have it. And so I ordered this ring, and it took like 3+ weeks to get the damn thing. I finally get
It
it.
must have taken an eternity to make it.
It's literally a chunk of leather. They stamp it and they fucking send it on. I don't
I
understand.
mean, there's
what's
like
so-
2 cows right now that don't exist anymore.
Well, it was quite the commitment for the cow, but marriage is a commitment too. So I thought it was apropos, Stu. I thought it was apropos. The cow gave his life. I gave mine.
I give up. I'm out.
Seems
Fair
fair.
trade.
Fair
Yeah.
trade.
Fair trade.
Yeah, look.
You can look at that every time you see that.
Every time I look at
every
it, I
time.
think, well, that cow gave up its life. I could at least do this.
Right.
You're thinking the cow has it better than I do.
Yeah.
I could
That's
definitely
what
clean
you're
the gutters.
The cow's name was
That's not how it goes, Troy.
Yeah. Oh, no? Just
no,
me?
no, it's just you. So
the cow's name was Emerson.
I get this ring, right? And immediately what I realize is when you get it wet, you probably shouldn't be getting leather wet.
Yeah, leather's
No.
not good for what.
Now,
good
I'm
wet.
living in a time where I have to wash my hands fucking 70 times a day. So that means I'm 70.
You don't have to.
Well, I will say 60 times a day I go like this.
You don't have to.
Fuck, the ring's on. And then I take it off and then I dry it very quickly so it doesn't start to smell like shit sticks. So I take this ring off. I'm going to wash my car. Day one of having the ring. Take the ring off, put it on the table, wash the car, come back, ring is gone.
Oh.
I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, how is my ring gone? This is the first day I have the ring.
Is this the same day that's like kind of the scenario when you ordered it? Like you don't
No,
remember?
I ordered
or-
it, and Stu, if you recall,
3.5 weeks later.
I know,
it
but
came.
you,
Okay,
when
go
you
ahead.
don't remember ordering it,
I'll tell
you
you
don't
later. I'll
remember
fill
when
you in
it
later.
showed
I'll fill you
up.
in later. Go. Continue, Brent.
so I've waited all this time, and the funny thing is I didn't want the ring. Then I was like, well, it's already coming, so I'm excited now. So I waited 3.5 weeks. Then I get the damn thing. I take it off, wash the car, come back, it's gone. I'm like, what the fuck happened to the ring? I'm looking everywhere for this ring. 3 days later, it shows up mangled. The dog, the fucking dog, smelled that cow and went, oh, sweet, this is a badass chew toy, and just destroyed this ring.
It's a rawhide.
So literally the very next day, now I'm so frustrated, I order a second leather ring
For $75.
for $70. Now I'm $150 in
Yeah.
to a fucking piece of leather with a little brass clasp on the back. But now I'm like all in because I've ordered it twice. It's my favorite ring ever.
So where's the first ring?
It literally got chewed up by a dog.
Did you not?
I heard him say that. I'm
I
saying if
don't-
he didn't
I
keep
don't-
it,
Yeah, I don't think.
and say if he kept it, did you keep it?
Terrence, you don't have headphones on. Did you hear that part?
I did. I'm just saying.
I'm confused.
The dog chewed it up.
Yes.
Hey, but
Did
seriously,
you?
but
Did the
what
dog
happened?
not? I mean, was it gone completely, or do you? Still
Oh,
the
no,
dogs
so-
chew things up, and you can reuse them all the time.
No, I'm just
No,
saying.
no,
he kept
he,
it
he,
first.
he destroyed it.
Okay.
He destroyed it. Like the clasp was
there's
gone. That's
there's
on the
nothing
back.
left.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like a piece of rawhide. And my daughter found it and like picked it up and was like, ew, what's this? And she's like walking it away to throw it away. And I was like, hold on, let me see that. And I was like, that piece of rawhide has a Celtic weave on it. That's my leather ring. I was like, that son of a bitch. So I bought a new leather ring.
So you got rid of the dog.
No, I
Yeah,
still have
where
the
is
dog.
the
Oh,
dog?
oh, sorry. I thought for
Dog's
sure you would have
inside.
got rid of the dog right then.
You should have.
You would think. But
But you know, if you're only 150 in, so it's not. Maybe if there's a third ring.
Oh,
Then
I'm
the
so
dog's gotta
frustrated.
go.
And then so I got this ring
Right.
today.
Oh.
And I've already washed my hands 3 times and regretted it. Like, son of a bitch, because I keep getting it wet. And I'm putting hand sanitizer on. I'm going to ruin the stain on it. I'm wondering if this is worth the trouble, is I guess what I was getting at.
Well, did I miss anything from the beginning? And clearly,
No, you're not
I
Stu.
know Stu. And
No,
there
I
might be
missed
things that I
parts
missed.
1, 2, and 3. So I'm just go for
But
it.
like, did you lose your original wedding ring? Is
No,
your
you see,
band,
the
is your original
reason-
band gone?
I bought a titanium wedding ring like when we got married,
Okay,
and ever since
you bought?
I bought.
Okay.
I bought. Yep. I also bought hers.
Okay,
And I'm still
good
look.
deal.
I have.
The pawn store is still asking for the
I
money
have
back.
2 synthetic rings, 1 chewed leather ring, now another leather ring, and the titanium ring, and I'm still not even a quarter of the way to the value of her 1 ring.
Yeah, sounds
Because
right.
her ring cost me a fortune.
Yeah.
And then
That
she
checks
was
out.
like,
she's due for like a little extension band or something pretty soon. So
she has the wedding band.
Yeah.
Well, she has the engagement.
yeah,
Then she got the wedding band, and I've purchased her 2 diamond rings since then. I'm only talking about the 1 ring that I'm
Okay.
nowhere near a
that
quarter.
makes sense. All right.
No. If you add them all up,
Oh, I would never do that.
it's worth more than all my cars
Yeah.
and her car combined.
No, nothing's worth more than the 4Runner.
But love has no price. So continue, please.
Oh, I wasn't complaining.
No.
I was just
I didn't say
stating
you
a
were complaining
fact.
at all.
Yes. No. Her rings,
but-
look, they look good on her.
Yes.
She's got 1 finger, looks like a fucking Kardashian
Oh, yeah.
finger. Literally has 4 rings on it. She wears like a size 3.5, which is ridiculous. Actually, the saving grace is that on a
Yep.
3.5, they're like, hey, we can only put so many diamonds on it. And I'm like,
Ooh,
oh,
well.
shucks. Because it's so small. You know what I mean? It's like putting a ring on a Q-tip.
You're the winner. It looks huge.
It works out in the end. Oh, dude. Yeah, when I was starting to look at
Trust
it,
me.
I told her, I was like, oh, honey, it'll look gaudy on your little finger if we go
Oh,
bigger than
yeah.
that. And she was like, I actually agree with you. I was like, I finally got one. That's a W. Chalk it up.
So we'll just use that money on my shoe closet.
But Terrence, to
Oh,
your
sorry.
point, the reason I started thinking about it is the titanium rings need to be cut off of
Okay.
your finger,
Yes,
like
yes.
if you get in an accident.
Yeah.
Oh,
And so I started buying, because Troy used to always have those silicone rings.
Still do.
And so I was like, oh, I kind of like those. So I started getting the silicone for like when I was working out or like doing anything that I could
Not
get hurt in.
fancy enough for him though.
But then I realized that like everything I'm doing, I can hurt myself. Like, because I'm a fucking clod. Like I just thump into things. Like I'm bowling a China
It's
shop.
funny.
at
It's
all
funny you
times.
mentioned the silicone rings because up until I think it was 10 years ago, you couldn't have anything on your person when you were on the flight deck on an aircraft carrier.
Will
You
they
could-
let you do a silicone ring now?
Now you can because it will. If it actually gets caught, it'll just fall up. It'll either get cut or the rubber doesn't hold tight. But I had plenty of friends prior to that had the ring. Like Jimmy Fallon got the whole.
Yeah, he almost lost his finger.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
skins you, and that's horrible.
Yeah.
But now since they came up, was it
Degloving.
Quelo?
Is what they call it.
Yep.
What are the ring company? Quelo. There's a couple of, like
Groove is my
Groove,
go-to for silicone.
and Groove got their name because they put the actual grooves on the underside, so your ring, so
Doesn't
your
smell like
finger
shit.
doesn't start smelling as air.
Which the
And
leather
there-
ring
that's good.
is going to smell awful, but my track record says that I don't get more than 24 hours with one of these anyway.
Yeah.
So they're never going to smell bad.
know,
In
right.
fact, they always look new.
So what you're saying is you're $75 into it every like 60 days for a new ring,
Yeah, because of how long it takes to get it.
and how long, and you wash it and it just falls apart.
Well, I don't know. This
You-
one officially has been the longest I've ever had a leather ring. But I think it looks rugged and cool, so I'm psyched about it.
Yeah.
See? I dig it. So I'm like, I don't know. I'm going with it. We'll see how long it lasts.
So,
Now, we are at the 43-minute mark, which
so
is
what's the new deli?
I haven't talked to Ryan. I don't know.
Oh, so can we talk about?
Actually, I have talked to Ryan, and I do know what it is. Terrence,
Yo.
if you could get off your phone.
Yes. Sorry. Pay attention.
Easily
Yes,
distracted.
Sir. Yes, sir.
There is a 6-pack of beer in there that is unopened.
Oh.
That the cans change in the sun
Underneath me? Right now?
in the fridge.
All right.
Nice.
If you could grab that would be super. So Ryan Parker over at Tao Insurance. Nope.
Not the
That's-
not. All right.
Is it unopened 6-pack? Ryan Parker over at Tao Insurance has sponsored this. It is the
Ooh.
Loved by the Sun Peach Mango Beer from Devil's
Devil
Backbone, which I am
Nice.
pretty excited about here. I'm pretty excited. But not as
That
excited
sounds
as I
awesome.
would be if I got a dope-ass deal on insurance.
Dude, I need insurance. I've been changing things.
You know what I need insurance on? Microphones. Now, if you need microphone insurance because Terrence will just stumble into your microphone.
I'm sure it's covered under the umbrella
You asked me to
policy
do something
for
I
Tao
wasn't prepared
Insurance.
for. This is probably microphone's not working now.
So
Anyway.
Ryan Parker can hook you up with everything,
Ryan, I'll Venmo you some
every
money.
insurance need you have minus health insurance. He can do health insurance. I mean, geez, I'm crow. I just pulled a stew. He do everything but health insurance. Does he do health insurance? So Ryan Parker can help you with home insurance, auto, life, annuities, Roth IRA. Not a bad time to be considering Roth IRAs, let's be honest. He can help you with business insurance, farm insurance, boat insurance, classic car, which is what I'm into on account of the 95 Miata in the driveway. You guys laugh it up, but that thing's dope. And he can help you with an umbrella insurance. If you do need insurance, you reach out to Tao Insurance and just call Ryan directly. Don't waste your time dealing with somebody at a receptionist desk or any of those things. Call him directly. This is his cell number, 804-855-4567. Again, that's 804-855-4567. It's Ryan Parker at Tao Insurance. He can help you with literally everything except health insurance, and nobody needs health insurance right now. What you need is a Roth IRA or some annuities.
And that's his personal phone number, so he will answer. You won't be dealing with anyone else. That'll be the guy.
Which is best case scenario, because I don't want to deal with some receptionist. I don't want to be like, hey, can you get me to Ryan? No, I just want to call Ryan.
Yeah.
Well, Ryan's ready to take your call, so reach out to him. He'll help you with your insurance. Please do tell him that you found out about him through Inside the Pallet House podcast, and he will help you out. He'll get you set up. He also does desperately want to talk to you about delis all day long.
And if you don't want to hit him up on a phone call, you can email him at Ryan@Towe Insurance.
And Tao-
TOWE. Insurance spelled out. And he will take care of you.
What the fuck is this? You handed me half a beer?
Well, I poured it out.
He started pouring them out
Can I
like
just
it
have
was
a
kind of
full beer?
weird.
Go
Like
for it. I thought
we
were all
want
gonna
full
taste
beers,
it.
right?
Didn't know if Terrence wanted it. Just going for it.
I don't know what is going on over here.
I
I
can't
remember
find
our
Terrence.
first podcast with the deli.
Literally just got handed half a beer.
We drink delis here. We don't pour them out.
So I literally bought this because it changes in the sun. It is a sun-activated color-changing can, which
Do you need?
I understand is a
cups?
gimmick,
No, we're good.
but gimmicks kind of sell me. Got to be honest.
We don't need cups. We're drinking beer.
Okay.
Hey, is there an empty one of these floating around yet?
Nope.
Empty one of what?
You want a beer?
Terrence has got 2 full ones and a full one.
Well,
Oh, to read?
No.
What are we doing? Am I just putting?
we need an extra beer right here. Or have it. As soon as one of these is done, can we stick it underneath the turtle light and see what the color changing is? That would
Is
be-
it due
For
to
sure.
heat or light?
Well, either way, that's a UVA, UVB light. Like that's what I want to hear.
You already got good.
Oh.
So I'm excited about this. Right, like I said, the gimmick brought me in, so I purchased it. And Devil's Backbone has surprised me. I was never a big fan of Devil's Backbone originally, but then they had their flagship, the 8-point, and everybody liked that. And then they had the Vienna Lager, which did exceptionally well.
We
It was
sold we put that on as just like just a domestic beer to have.
the Vienna Lager.
Whatever, quote unquote domestic beer
Yeah.
at the pub. But it was like the first tap in the line of our 14 taps. But it was just like people were like, "Hey, I'll have Vienna Lager." Boom. And we cuz we changed it up and we did something different, and the Vienna people were coming all the time to be like, "You were one of our bigger accounts." Cuz it just sold like crazy. So, they do good stuff. They do good stuff for sure.
Vienna
do.
Lager's one of those like
It's easy
you see 'em-
drinking.
you see like what's the one with the fat tire? Like Belgium,
Yeah.
New Belgium.
New
You're
Belgium,
like,
Yeah.
I don't know what that is, but I want to try it.
Yeah.
Like, you automatically want to try it.
And so Vienna
Their
Lager
gold
did
leaf
that.
lager might
But-
be one of my favorite
Oh,
beers.
yeah, we like that one.
So
that's one of my favorites.
we had Boo Boo Mysterio dropped off a 6-pack of Gold Leaf Lager over here one day. Literally the day before the coronavirus thing blew up.
Yep.
That was a good thing.
It was our last taste of normalcy. Boo Boo Mysterio dropped off that Gold Leaf, and I was shocked at how good a Budweiser could taste.
Yeah.
That's basically what that was.
It was really good. It's
Yeah.
really good, yeah.
It is the world's best Budweiser,
Yeah.
which is saying a lot because Budweiser's Beechwood aged, which is the most expensive and best process for aging a beer.
best
Budweiser
aging.
is the
It's the
best
best aging.
tasting thing of all time because they do
It's a
it
fact.
more than everyone else.
Brendan sides a little bit to the Beechwood age.
look, we did the full-on American Lager Showdown. There was no doubt that beer was the winner. Like, it was a clear winner. I didn't want it to be.
Color changing
Well,
cans.
nobody knew that going into it.
No, it was because it's not supposed to be. It's that beer gives me a headache and it's for rednecks. Wrong. It's for Americans who love good beer.
So I'll give a side note. After last podcast,
Which
said
was-
Budweiser Platinum.
All right. Oh yeah. How did that taste, by the way?
I don't have a headache.
After 2 hours.
I don't feel
Well, the night is
things
young.
I'm just saying.
All right.
What's the deal with this? If this gets warm,
It's the
It's a hypercolor can.
yeah. This can is supposed to change colors in actual sunlight.
All right. It's like that. It's not like that T-shirt in high school.
So
Like
you're gonna
that-
test it for warm.
It's not heat. It's
That,
UV.
yeah, okay. Okay.
No, I
You
think
put some
it's
sun on it.
I remember that T-shirt in
I
high
think
school.
it's
that's
ultraviolet
hypercolor.
rays
That's
on it.
hypercolor.
I don't know
it's
how it
pretty
works.
good. It's pretty good.
Never had it.
If we
Never
could
seen
get
it.
one of these empty, we will put it under the turtle light and see
Right.
what it changes into, and that will give us.
Well, that's Troy's job.
Because either it changes.
Oh, I have a
Drinking
funny
a beer?
feeling that we will get this. We will have an empty can soon enough.
All right. So you
Challenge
purchased this
accepted.
one.
Yes,
Okay.
but it was sponsored by Tao Insurance.
fair
Ryan
enough.
Parker
Of
at
course.
Tao Insurance.
But you searched this one out and looked for it and stuff.
You're giving me more
He
credit.
doesn't search anything out.
I
It just shows up.
I literally walked into the Lucky Mart around the corner from my house, and I said, "I need beer."
I've never seen that.
Color changing
I will
cans.
I'll give you my
Done.
first impression.
I would love that.
This is gonna be great.
I taste more of the mango and less
Oh
peach.
wow, that is mango-y.
And
Okay.
there's mango up front. There's no back end. The marketing is pretty good. We don't know where it's going to go
The
because
marketing's
from
brilliant. It's a color changing can.
right,
Can't
which
beat that.
is my beer's either heated up or it's not.
There's a couple dudes.
Well,
like,
actually, it's
paddleboarding.
Wait, it's UV, not heat. So it's either in the sun, cold,
We've
or
covered
not.
that.
Right, but I'm saying, so it's. God, there we go again. There we go again. Yeah.
It's not us, Stu.
No, it's
Don't-
just me. It's just me. It's just me. But
You need hearing test.
I'm just saying,
Sorry, go Stu.
it's
In case you wanna go
actually based on all the marketing, based on everything that's going on with the light UV and the taste, and it doesn't fade. It's all up front. It's a 3.5 for me
Oh, wow.
because it's
Not a
I mean,
2.75 like the last.
No,
guy?
the 2.75 was spot on.
Did I hear a niner in there? Call from a walkie-talkie?
All right, we got a 3.5. Is that what you said?
Yes.
3.5 for the Devil's Backbone. Loved by the sun. Sorry. Having a hard time reading. Second podcast.
Hey-o. That checks out.
Yeah, exactly.
That adds up.
But I do definitely taste more mango than peach. I can't pick up the peach in it. It's peach,
Yeah,
it's peach
I mean, it's
mango.
fruity.
It's definitely
no doubt.
fruity, and I'm not a fruit guy, so I don't know. Like, I'm not a big peach or mango guy, but whatever it is, it tastes good, so I like it. It's not over the top. Like, I give it a 3. I like it, and I feel like, not that I'm, like I said, I'm not a big fruit guy, so I don't know if I could tell the difference between peach and mango, but I feel like it's definitely more mango. But I do like it.
I like the
I would drink more of it.
I like the mango, but there's a girl on a pedal board.
You don't like girls on paddleboards?
No, I'm saying that's the half. I give it a 3, but the 0.5.
That if that's a girl,
Then
Well,
that's-
if you can't see the paddleboard
she's a nice bulge.
and her muscles, she may have a mustache. We don't know.
She's handsome.
yeah, I think that's a balding dude
She's
who
a
grew
handsome
out.
lady.
I think that's a balding dude who grew out the back of his hair. But you know what? We haven't put it under the sun.
Dude, we don't judge.
We haven't put it under the sun. This could be
We
a
don't judge.
transformer.
This is all right. Devil's Backbone, loved by the sun, peach mango beer.
There we go.
Some of the best summer evenings are spent in the glow of the setting sun with one cold hand. With a cold one, with the cold one in hand. Not one cold hand. That's not right at all. We'll one up that with a can that changes color with the sun, and a beer low calorie and bursting with juicy peach and
Oh,
mango
this
flavors.
is a low cal beer.
So
Interesting.
head outside, slow down, and enjoy the delicious show as the can changes colors in direct
Did he get all
sunlight.
sexy on
He
it?
did. He just gave us the top time.
Our malts are Pilsner,
Is that
pale
the-
wheat,
is that the,
and
So
well, who
many-
cares about the malts?
so
Bravo
many
hops,
malts.
if that makes anything. to
So
you.
much Pilsner.
For some reason, I feel like
4.5%, only 6 IBU, and a color of honey
you
will
know,
bring this beer around.
If we w- if we
If you're
rewind
not-
this like 10 years ago, he's giving us top 9 at 9.
Anyway, that's the beer.
If
Sorry,
you're- if
did I
you're-
did?
If you're
What
not
do you guys
wet,
look-
That was
why are you guys
awesome.
looking at
That
me
was
weird?
awesome.
you're bone dry until you have this beer. Now you're so wet because this beer loves you and you love it. That's all I'm hearing over there. You got this sexy
yeah.
fucking voice.
Voices.
I'm just reading.
I don't know,
I'm
you
just
may-
reading beer, man.
Maybe you're
You
going-
basically sound like a Fabio cover.
you're giving Troy for a run for his money on the.
Sorry, Troy. I'm sorry you left, man.
What did I miss? I
Nothing.
had to take a leak. Sorry, my bad.
You're not the. Apparently, he's giving you a run for the radio voice.
No, no one can do that. Everyone
So
knows.
we're actually trying to put light in front of the can, see if
Yeah,
it changes
I
colors.
am the audio drink.
Because it is late at
Everyone
night
knows
and there
that.
is no sun.
That's a
In
UV
case
light, so it
for
should
the
work.
people
I
listening at
love
home.
it. I love it.
We
All
should-
right,
If
I'm going to go help
I
out.
if
should
it,
have
the-
already
if it kills a
happened by
turtle,
now.
it kills a turtle.
I will say my. Did you talk about the? Did you talk about the beer yet?
I did.
All right.
So,
It's actually getting better
have you
as
had,
I.
how many
as I
devil
drink it.
backbones have you served? Like, or do you carry on a regular basis?
We had, years ago, we had 8 Point and Vienna Lager on the regular.
Vienna was kind of like their.
All right,
Yeah,
so
that,
this
that was a flag.
this
That was
beer,
that was like
this
the
beer
flagship,
is
but I've
is
drank
interesting.
a ton of these guys.
I'm interested to see how the color change works underneath
Okay.
the turtle light. We're going to give it a little moment.
I can't
put a
figure
beer in
out
there?
if I.
But as I
I'm,
drink it, here's
it's
what
getting
I'm-
better for me. I don't
here's
know.
what-
That's how I know your product sucks. If you bank on color changing cans, that means your product sucks.
No,
Just
because you
like-
know what? A gimmick is good.
It gets you in. It
No.
gets you in.
Bud
gotta
Light
say-
or Budweiser did the Miller Lite did the like volcano fucking neck. Like
Yeah.
it's not good. And look, and I
Oh, you know
argue-
that's part of the why I hated Miller Lite because it had the tornado
Yeah.
neck thing, and I was like, I don't care about your
Yeah.
twisted neck. Like,
And-
you save
and-
it for the condoms.
And my argument
No. Ooh,
ended up burning
and how
me.
Stu gives. Never mind.
My argument
Twisting.
burned me because my argument
Top.
was
You know. What I
Your
mean.
shit
you know what I mean.
can
Yeah, you
makes-
know. Sorry.
your shit can is bad, but like Coors Light does the like, cool can lets you know when it's cool. It's like I still think that's a fucking weak product.
it's
like-
gimmicky,
It's gimmicky as shit.
but this beer, if I can,
Right.
kind of like dive into what this beer is.
All right.
This beer, distinguishable as a style of beer, is undistinguishable.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
It's not an ale.
Nope.
It's not a lager.
Nope.
It's certainly not a porter. It's not a stout.
Not a Hefeweizen.
It's not a Hefeweizen. It doesn't have a category. And they actually admit that when they call it a peach mango beer. And that disturbs me that I don't even know what I'm dealing with. So,
So
I'm
you don't
going
like
to
it because of that.
No, so I'm going to
Fresh,
say it's
fun,
a lager.
fruity. I mean, yeah, it has
I'm
to
going
be
to say it's a
right?
lager
All
because it doesn't have
Yeah, it's a
a
lager.
distinguishable characteristic, right? So it's a lager. I drink it. It's got a shit ton of mango.
Yep.
It's got a hair of peach. I'll give it some of that.
I like a little peach hair.
I taste everything that it's got going on.
Just a little.
Short and sweet.
This beer is great on a boat. This beer would be great. Like I'm sitting out on a boat.
Yeah.
You hand me
On
one
a
of these.
beach.
Yeah. And I go, hey, look, we're having fun.
Yeah.
But the truth is, I don't need this beer in my life. I don't want this beer in my life. It's not a disagreeable beer. The peach, the mango, all done very well. But as a beer, it's kind of a letdown. It's a candy ass beer. It's good. I'm not hating on it. I love that they had the gimmick so that I take it out on a boat. They knew what
Yeah.
they were doing.
Yeah.
I'm going to take it out on a boat. I'm going to
Yeah.
take it out to mow the lawn. I'm going to do those things, and it's going to be refreshing as fuck.
You know who else did peach mango?
Who's that?
Natural Light with their seltzers.
But this isn't even.
seltzers, yeah.
But you see, I'd rather have a seltzer than this. This
Really?
in my I would
right.
because if I'm going to go down this road, I'd rather just have the full on refreshing seltzer Whereas this is
Well, it
giving
said
me,
low calorie, but I can't find like.
and I believe it is low
Anything on
calorie.
there.
And I think this will find an audience. I
Yeah.
really do. If you're looking for a light beer that is very fruity, fruit forward,
Yeah, it's
and
fruit forward and it's all there.
and it's not overpowering as a beer. So if you're not a big beer drinker, you actually may really like this. So I don't hate on this beer, but I hate on this beer.
Okay, I'm with you.
So someone made a comment that this beer may be a good one, but it's going to a different audience that maybe
Yeah, no, this is a different audience beer.
gender.
It may be a female beer, but I don't want to just put it on females. I think there's guys that'll like this too. I think there's.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that.
I just
they're-
think if you're
who
not a
they're-
beer drinker,
who they're playing to, maybe.
if you're not a
Yeah.
beer drinker, this is going to be fantastic because the peach and the mango really comes through, and it's not some candy. Like it's going to taste good. But to me, it's a 2.5. I'd never buy it again. That's where I'm gonna net out 2.5. Terrence,
I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Look for this, but I think you said on a beach, right situation, right circumstance, and a lot of beer and drinking and eating and all that stuff is all environment. You know, it always helps. But it's I think they did what they wanted to do. So I think you said it's not me, but they did what they wanted to do.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it. It's just not for me.
Not because it's the flavors aren't overwhelming. They're done well. They're very tasty, and
there's nothing disagreeable about this beer. It's just not a.
No, it's not offensive. It's just not.
It's not a decant.
it's not a
great.
deli.
Not to me.
No, it's not. Deli.
I don't think not for this group.
It's not for deli. Deli wouldn't like
It's a Toyota.
Yeah. You're like, if you're driving it, I guess,
I
we'll
love a
get you there. It's
Toyota.
cool.
Let's not call it a Toyota.
All right, how
Toyota
about
is
a-
a deli.
It's a
All right,
Nissan.
All right, Toyota's deli, Nissan, maybe Nissan.
I literally have a Nissan, a Mazda, and a Toyota. Can we just leave those out of it?
It's a
Kia.
Saturn.
It's a
Is it
Kia.
Saturn?
I had a Saturn. Can we leave it out of
Did
it?
It's a Kia.
Damn it!
It's
What
a
did you
Kia.
It's
So-
a Kia. It's a Kia beer.
So
It's
it's,
perfect.
like you said, 2.5. You're like, you're getting a decent car. It's gonna get you
It's a
to and from work.
fallback, but not exciting.
Yeah, but like you said, if this was on a boat and we were all like cruising around or we're at the beach, I'm like, this is great.
It tastes like another beer, and I cannot identify it. It's been bugging me. Every time I sip it, I'm like, oh, it's going to hit me, but it doesn't. So, Terrence, what are you going to give that?
I'll do the same as you, 2.5.
So we had a 2.5, a 2.5, 3.5.
What did I say?
No, I
3,
didn't- no,
2.5,
I didn't say
3. I don't remember what I said.
Yeah, you went
I
high.
went for the.
You went 3.5. Yeah.
But Stu, you like a seltzer. You like those
Yeah.
fruit forward
did.
flavors. That's not
it,
surprising.
it was a
Yeah.
3. It was a 3 that I gave it for the creative.
Yeah, but I'm not
creative side of the marketing.
right, So 3.5,
3.5.
2.5, 2.5, and
2.5.
2.5. I
That's,
can't remember.
2.5.
So it's not going to win a
It's not-
deli. It's not going to win a deli. Look, if you're not a beer drinker
2.85.
and you're looking for something, it's not great. It's not as good as Ryan Parker's insurance over at Town
Ooh.
Insurance,
Of course
Yeah.
not.
Who's sponsoring
That's
the deli?
the guy.
Love him.
which he always knocks out of the park.
Always.
His insurance is a deli. This is not.
Yep.
And that's unfortunately that is where we're gonna have to net out on this. This is like ordering pizza on Grubhub
Yeah.
or Uber Eats
Yep.
from Pasquale's Pizza, and then you get it and you
Yeah.
find out it's fucking Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's essentially what this is.
Same company.
How is
But
that
you
a
guys
thing?
heard about that, right?
How is that a thing?
didn't they just
I knew
didn't they
about
just
that.
change the name and all of a sudden they sold the shit out of the pizza?
Yeah, they changed their name on Grubhub and Uber Eats and all that. They changed it
Because
to
who the fuck
Pasquale.
wants Chuck E. Cheese pizza?
Because you know who
No one.
Pasquale is?
Under 15.
He's like the rat in the front of the
Yeah,
band or
he's
something, right?
another one of the people, and he's the one that they call the chef in Chuck E. Cheese. So it is.
That's genius.
It is actually
genius.
like I'm
Right.
not even mad at
Yeah.
them. I'm
No.
not even mad at them, but that's what I feel like just happened to me. I just got Pasquale. I'm like, oh, it tastes pretty good, but like, have I had this before?
Yeah.
So, are you saying we're going from Munson to Pasquale?
No, Munson's when you get left out in the middle of nowhere, but you had everything going for you. It was in the palm of your hand. You just shit the bed. That's getting Munson.
Getting Munson.
Pasquale is when you order something
Is that a
and then
Kingpin reference?
Yes. Pasquale is when you order a burger from a high-end burger place. They bring you a fucking McDonald's burger.
Like, it's McDonald's. Like, no.
I do think that was
This
genius,
is
though.
the Hamburglar
what is it?
burger.
This is a McDowell's.
Oh, good. That sounds wonderful.
Yeah, it's like getting
it's not
McDonald's.
McDonald's at all.
McDowell's is awesome.
But how genius was Chuck E. Cheese to pull that
That's
move?
fucking brilliant.
I mean,
that's
the only place they changed their name was in those apps. in those delivery apps, and then you go, "Ooh,
So
Pasquale's."
like somebody
that sounds
just is
good.
cruising through
Sounds so
pizza and they
Italian.
found Pasquale and they're like, I've never heard of this. Let me buy it.
Yeah, and they order it, and then
Because they're like, I don't want
Chuck E.
Domino's
Cheese
or
delivers
yeah.
you. So your Uber Eats guy shows up
Oh
at
my
Chuck
God.
E. Cheese, and he's like, "Boy, this place is awkward because there's no one playing games because there's nothing more disgusting. Literally, not in a pandemic, there's nowhere more disgusting than Chuck E. Cheese.
How does that place survive?
It's
after
the
this?
only place in the world that I have physically acted like there was a pandemic. The whole time I'm going around, I'm hand sanitizing,
Well, wouldn't it be like
I'm washing hands.
Wouldn't it be like when you order, you'd be like 2 pizzas for $8.99? That doesn't add up. Like it would be like really
no,
weird.
you know what? Chuck E. Cheese gouges you from the beginning.
Well, I mean, when you're
Keep
in
in
Chuck
mind,
E.
you're
Cheese
there for
with
a party,
but
they're charging you $15 a pie.
you think they're still gouging you when there's no one there? I mean, I get it when you're
They're
there.
gouging you twice. Now it's Pasquale's, and they don't have all that
Oh.
quarter money coming in and the kids running around.
Yeah, and if a kid answers the door, then they just dump all of the balls, just like the
Oh,
ball pit. They
yeah.
just throw it like right inside your front door, and they just walk out.
Yeah, you get a Pasquale's pizza,
So
and there's what,
like
you-
you-
200 tickets
What you're
with it.
telling
You're
me-
like, what the fuck is this?
What you're telling me is that Chuck E. Cheese didn't trademark or patent Pasquale. Who's
Oh, I'm
the-
sure they did.
No,
Oh,
they,
they
they
might
didn't,
not
or
have.
else the guy couldn't have done what he did.
No, they
this
did.
is
Chuck
no,
E.
no.
Cheese
Chuck E. Cheese
did.
was the one selling the pizza. They changed their name on the apps
Oh, okay.
instead of because nobody ever in their right mind goes, I sure am hankering for some Chuck E. Cheese.
Pizza.
Like it never happened.
No
But
one
if you
ever
go
was
in
like,
your
I'm
app,
starting a
Right.
pizza place and I'm calling it Pasquale.
because you know who's killing it right now? Like Domino's and Papa John's apparently. Like apparently in the first month of this, their sales went up like 15%. Then the next month, their sales were up like 25%, and it has continually grown. So they're killing it. So I'm sure the Chuck E. Cheese people were sitting around going,
Well, we make
the
pizza.
other pizza people are killing it. Why
Yeah.
aren't we? So they said, I've got it.
Yeah.
Pasquale's who makes our pizza. He's the rat.
Right.
So we'll change it to Pasquale's. So they changed their
Rat
name
pizza
on
will
all
sell
of the. It's,
are
like
they
hotcakes.
Are they marketing to the 15-year and younger? Those
no,
people
it's
that
literally if
goes-
you go in Uber
Yeah.
Eats right now
You go in
and
the
look
apps,
up
yeah.
pizza, you
Yeah.
can find Pasquale's Pizza. It's fucking Chuck E. Cheese.
Right.
So your Uber Eats driver shows up at a vacant Chuck E. Cheese with the
Right,
the silence.
right.
The silence.
Saddest place on earth.
The
To
silence
go.
must
Here we
be
go.
so deafening when you walk into a Chuck E. Cheese and don't hear a single quarter or ticket coming out or a child screaming.
The rat out front
Yeah.
should have told you that Chuck E. Cheese was closed.
Yeah, but Pasquale's is open.
But Pasquale's is totally open, but you got to go around the back.
Yeah, so they're literally handing
Sorry,
you.
folks.
Sorry.
Sorry, folks. Chuck E. Cheese is closed.
But
Yeah, so
Pasquale's is open.
Yeah, Pasquale's is killing
Well, I
it.
know. Yeah.
And so people were getting upset because apparently some guy in Jersey
Tomorrow night,
ate the pizza.
Pasquale's, we're doing it.
Pasquale, Power Hour.
Oh,
Pasquale's
yeah.
Power Hour. Yeah.
And so
Too
they-
much pizza.
So Chuck E. Cheese had to like retort this whole thing, and they were
Oh
like,
no!
they
don't
were like- they
don't
were
back
like-
it off.
no, they said no, we use a different sauce for Pasquale's.
Yeah,
It's just
totally
like-
better.
Yeah, we spit in this.
That's the whole Vanilla Ice scenario.
Less kids
Yeah,
dandruff
ding,
in
ding,
there.
ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, I have an extra beat.
Totally different.
I'm Vanilla Ice. I have an extra beat. Queen doesn't do it, and we're just
No
I can't do
children's
anything.
Different
tears in there.
It's
the Milli
ridiculous.
Vanilla pizza.
I love it.
But actually,
Let's
I'm not
get some
even.
Pasquale's.
No, I think it's really.
Honestly, I'm not mad at them. I'm not
No,
mad at
I'm
them
not
at
mad
all.
at all.
Because if you're the schmuck that goes
Yeah.
Pasquale's and doesn't take the time to like look it up,
Figure-
and go,
yeah, figure it
oh,
out.
that's literally
Yeah, yeah.
where Chuck E. Cheese is. Because I look at that kind of shit.
Hey,
And if-
Mario.
Well, that's like the
I make a
dummies. That's
pizza.
like the dummies that go to McDonald's and then like get mad when they find out like how bad the. It's like you were at McDonald's ordering a 49-cent cheeseburger. What were you expecting?
yeah,
Like,
what do you expect for
yeah,
50
yeah,
cents?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You bought a meal for $3.50. What were you
And-
like?
And Troy, aren't you glad that we didn't buy the $10 nuggets? $1 for 10
Yeah,
nuggets?
exactly.
Oh, dude, as soon as I ordered them and I realized they'd only charged me X, I was like, you should have been charging me more. That's 60 nuggets. I was like, oh, fuck, what am I eating? And then when you were like, oh, it's mostly anti-foaming agent, I was like, this is a bad situation.
It made it more delicious, is what you were saying.
Yeah, it's breaded in penicillin
Yeah.
and anti-foaming agents. Well, I'm getting healthier, I guess.
Did you foam while you were eating
I
it?
literally did not.
Exactly.
I did not.
You're welcome.
The anti-foaming
You're
agent
welcome.
worked.
You're welcome.
Like a charm.
So what they're saying is if you eat 60 nuggets in an hour, you're
No
going to foam. but we put an anti-foaming agent in there, and that way you're okay.
Now you're a fucking hero.
Yeah,
Now I
exactly.
owe you.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you
Burger
so much.
King is the
Oh.
king of all kings.
It was Wendy's, you motherfucker.
God, he
Wendy's.
cannot get it right.
It's
He cannot get it
Wendy's.
right. He was not involved in any of this.
You did do.
No.
No.
From Squeezy Jib's mouth to your ears, it's
We
Wendy's.
did a whole Squeezy Jibs Wendy's thing
This is
before
come
the
on.
thing. Then we did the whole thing, and then we've done 2 since then. And it's like,
Actually, you're right.
but Burger King said,
I
I was so excited
I know
about Burger King.
this.
I did
And
get
I-
the
Terrence,
4
like
nuggets
my
from
second
Wendy's. My
podcast.
bad.
look,
ever.
you're so much better than Stu on
No,
all the levels.
No, Stu's the best.
Damn.
I
You're
won't.
right.
I taught him everything I didn't know.
And you still know
love you,
nothing.
Terrence. Thank you very much.
So how were those McDonald's nuggets?
Asking
for a friend.
What? Asking for a
Stu,
friend.
Chuck E. Cheese is doing a pizza place.
Yeah.
They've called it
Catch
by
'em up. Catch
they've-
'em up.
They've called it by another name. What is that name?
Showbiz Pizza.
Yep.
You know what? I will accept that. 10 points for
Plus
Stu.
5 points.
Because growing up in
Yeah.
Chicago, there was no Chuck E.
It's
Cheese.
Showbiz.
We
There
had-
was only Showbiz.
We had
I will
showbiz
give you
here.
that.
We had showbiz here.
Really?
For a minute. Yep.
Yeah, we
yep.
had both of them.
We had showbiz. and
Showbiz
Chuck E.
makes
Cheese.
so much more sense. I would rather have my pizza made by a bear than a fucking rat.
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck did Showbiz fail? You know what I mean? Showbiz had a bear. Bears are cuddly. They're big. They're
Kanye
dancing
rapped
around.
about showbiz.
He did.
Yeah.
He did. Stu, I will accept your answer, but the answer was Pasquale's.
No, I know that.
Yeah. You still fucked it up. Classic Stu.
No, but he nailed it.
If we could send Pasquale's on SpaceX,
Yep.
Yeah, then Mars would be like, these
Then
assholes
Mars,
have
like-
shitty pizza.
Yeah.
it's like we're not invading that country
Yeah, no.
or this
Let's send
Here's
Stu
what we
on
have to do.
this flat
SpaceX.
planet. This flat planet. We're not
Let's
going
get
anywhere
Stu
near
to
this
go
flat
to SpaceX, and then he'd just be up there like, are we on Mars? Where are we?
Is this all we have to present as a country? Or as a
Is Pasquale's pizza?
Yeah.
Pasquale's Pizza? Here we go.
Ian.
Pasquale's on
Well, I
Mars.
wouldn't eat Chuck E. Cheese. I'm a grown-up.
Yeah.
That's just how I roll.
I don't know. It just says that the rat took off more than the bear. Because you got a
Which is unfortunate.
bear and a rat.
The whole
and a Chuck E.
Ratatouille
Cheese.
thing.
Yeah.
planet.
Who knows?
I don't even think I drink the. I don't think I drink the beer at Chuck E. Cheese. It's like
So, we're just going to do. So, what was the final on the deli score?
The final on the deli was it did not pass. It
No.
did not get a deli. It was good, but we didn't get a deli, unfortunately. So
Did we get a final score?
because you couldn't wash it down with the Pasquale's.
no, we didn't
pizza.
do the math. We never do the math. We just know it didn't
Yeah.
connect. So
No bell.
next time, but we'll see where that goes.
So
What do you guys have going on this week? You know, go anywhere, do anything?
This weekend?
Yeah.
So are you doing the outside seating with the fountain right there?
No,
No.
not quite yet. Not quite yet.
No, Terrence ain't gonna open up until you can open up because Terrence has a pub, and the best thing about a pub is when you go to a pub, you're with your family. It's literally, Terrence, speak on this.
Sorry.
A pub is thousands of years old. It's a tiny little place on the corner of your block where you go and you catch up on all the local business, and you talk to your friends and family, and you connect with people. So it's not like he can. Or you can't order out food there. You can't wear a mask there. Like you want to go there, and he is the best. He has the best customers in the world. They go there to hang out, and they go there to catch up with everybody. Am I right or am I wrong?
No, it's an extension of your living room, like
Yeah.
if you're like your family. So
Yeah, that's what pubs are. Living
Yeah,
rooms.
yeah.
That's right.
And yeah, so if you have to be apart or there's no bar at
Yeah.
all, which I don't know, that's what phase 1 and 2 are all involved with. Like, then it's a hard thing to try to figure out. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
but like I said, luckily at the end of the month, a lot of the soccer's coming back in Europe. There are some things that maybe we can finagle on the patio and
I say y'all
do some
just open
extensions
the
and do
fuck
some stuff.
up.
Right,
Just
yeah.
go
That's what I'm saying.
open
Like,
full blown.
There's that little like the street there, just like maybe block some stuff off, and we'll figure it out. I don't know, but
Open
but
full
it's-
blown.
but
Go
it's-
full
until
bore.
there's a little more, stability, and I think we'll know that in the middle of the month, and then we go from there. But We did try just a takeout thing, and that's just a losing proposition.
Yeah, it's not
for most restaurants. I mean, everyone's like, even the ones that are doing well, like, yeah, we do about 30% of our normal business. It's like, is that
Which is
well,
nothing,
is that-
yeah.
right,
Is that
it's like,
like-
well, then how is that?
Is that
profitable?
30%
Like,
of their normal takeout business, or 30%?
No,
of their
30% of their
entire business?
total normal business, just in takeout. And obviously, they've whittled it down just to like the owning managers or something.
Most
or, like, people that
restaurants
own
I
stuff.
go to because I like the food and I like being there.
Yeah.
It's never like I love the food so much, I just want to go grab it. Now, since the pandemic,
Sure.
I have been supporting other restaurants I do like to eat at, but I'm still always wishing. I wish I was there.
Yeah.
I wish I was at the fucking restaurant.
Sorry.
Like
Sorry.
that. I mean, I always want to be at the restaurant.
Yeah. And
Sorry,
so that's
guys,
all
I
I'm
s-
looking for is like that, just some normalcy to come back, man. Which is hopefully this summer.
I stepped away for a few minutes. I was doing an experiment with this can. This can is
I saw that.
fucking shit.
Yeah,
I hate
it
this
doesn't
can.
work. It
bullshit
doesn't
can?
work.
Oh,
Did it
yeah,
blow-
you're
did it
reducing
blow
your
up on
score?
you?
I'm less impressed. I'm going down to a 2 if this thing doesn't change some fucking colors.
We are. It's the middle of the night. It didn't work on the
Apparently
the
your-
turtle light.
Your
But
UV
that light
light is not
should-
UV.
That's a UV light. It should.
It
It
should be a
represents
sunlight.
the sun.
So
If
what
it
you're
would.
saying is this can works on heat.
Maybe your
not
light is
UV.
bullshit.
No one said that.
Well, no, and now
Maybe your
I'm-
light
I'm-
is bullshit.
I'm
Maybe you have a
literally-
bullshit light over
No,
there.
no. So I'm over here. I'm furious now that I've been.
Brennan spends a lot of money on his UV light for
Thank
his
you.
turtle.
No, that's $100
And I
light.
have known this for 10 years.
I do. I spend more money to get the
So
right
now
light.
he's,
Yep.
now he's upset
And now
about
I'm
the light.
no. Either the can is shit
All right,
or the
I'm
light is shit. I'm
Yeah.
either.
I'm
I'm
taking it
either.
out of the can.
I'm
Is that what
either
you're saying?
screwing my turtle or the beer is trash.
I'm
But
blaming the beer.
I'm
The
furious.
turtles like it. The beer
It's
doesn't.
driving me to drink. I think I might have another.
All right.
Well,
Okay.
Do it.
Our goal is to make sure
There's
you're
no-
not feeling bad for the next week.
All right, so I've had a weird thing go down in my life.
Okay.
Like in the last 5 minutes with the light, or is this new?
I have had a weird thing go down in the last 5 minutes,
It was weird.
but that's not what I'm talking
Okay,
about.
fair enough.
It's a
Tell me.
different weird
Tell me.
thing.
So
I'm all ears.
this isn't even a funny story, but it's just something that I've been watching because I'm on quarantine.
All right.
And, you know,
It's more of a stew story.
now it's got a point.
Okay.
would
All right.
Oh, shit.
So I'm going to be.
Boom.
It does have a point, though.
Oh, cool. All right. I was like, did Stu just leave?
Nobody should have. What the fuck was that? He brought
was
his
weird.
fucking rando chicken here. It's fucking
We're
weird.
not discussing.
No, I'm talking
All right,
about
so
now.
look. All right. I wish everybody could see this. Like, I wish we
I
had
know,
video because
yes.
this whole
It'd
night's
be-
been weird.
Yeah, this.
So check this out.
All right.
I got this screened-in porch, right? Now I spend a lot of time on this house because I'm not allowed to leave, and like everybody else, I'm more aware of like the wildlife in my yard than I ever have been, because everybody's doing this. Everybody's like, that squirrel.
Yeah.
That squirrel's the smart one, and that one's the fat one.
Yeah, 'cause
You
look
know.
at his tail, so you can tell. Like
Yeah,
that one, yeah.
yeah. Like you've named
Sure,
your
yeah,
squirrels.
yeah.
You know, you're like, Jonas is the coolest squirrel. Kyle's a dick. Whereas, so I got this a couple years ago in my screened-in porch. A bird came in and made a nest. Like it
That's
managed to
fucked up.
come in the screen door and made a nest in the corner.
All right.
And I was like, get the fuck out of here, fucking bird. So the bird leaves, right? And the nest stayed. But I had shut the door. Well, now that I've got this new dog does a real cool trick where it likes to just
Kill motherfuckers.
No, it goes through the screen.
Oh shit.
That's not cool.
No. See,
No.
that was irony.
Oh.
So I now have to leave the screen door open because otherwise he'll just go through the screen and be like, hey, guys, I'm at the other door. And I'm like, hey, dicklick,
Yeah.
the fucking screen
You
door's
mean
busted.
shitbrick? That's
You
his,
have a, you
that's
have
his
a
loving
broken
name.
dog, dude.
No, shitbrick he's a good dog.
He's a
just
broken dog. There you
he's
go.
just
He's
he's
a piece of shit.
he's more of a dog than I'm used to. My last
He's
dog,
very dumb.
actually he's the smartest dog I've ever owned. That's the problem. No, he's an idiot because he's a dog.
So he's,
He's
the
more
stew
dog.
of your dogs.
He's
So
more
he's the
dog
s-
than your other dogs, but he's not the smartest dog
He's the
because your
stew
last
of-
dog
He's the
didn't do
stew
that.
of all your dogs. Go.
Oh,
we got
shit.
it. Continue.
The stew.
Continue. Keep going.
No. This dog is actually really bright. That's actually part of the problem, is that he's just a big clod. Like he just thumps through screen doors and then opens the door and comes
Yeah.
in. And I'm like, well, that was pretty smart on the second
But
half of that journey.
yeah, but you're not helping out on the front end.
Yeah, because he doesn't see.
Yeah. So what the fuck's your screen porch up?
So I've had this
That's a you problem.
nest because I was like, actually, it looks kind of cool. Like the way it's tucked into the corner, there's a nest there. So I've always left it. So what happens is I've been leaving the screen door open, and what's happening is now that birds are flying in.
And then you're getting like crazy birds. Like how many birds?
4, 5, 6, 7. So the birds have been coming in, right? And the problem is they get stuck in my
Yeah, they can't. They get in,
screen
they
and
can't get
porch.
out.
So I get birds flying in, and then I literally have to chase them around like a maniac.
Yeah.
Like, get out, get out, get out, until they finally figure out the one hole that they came in, right?
The one hole.
That I came in.
One hole.
One hole to unite them.
The one hole they can't get out of. I'm just saying.
Story of my life.
I know, right?
So
I'm trying to get in that one hole.
So I've been scaring these birds out of here, right? Yep. So this bird the other day figured out how to get in and get out. And I've been noticing the same bird comes in. Other birds will fly in and they get
fly
stuck.
in through your door?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like he understands. He's like, here's the entrance point and the exit point. Things are good.
Yeah.
Right? So now I'm like watching from my quarantine window that this one bird will literally fly in, hang out, and there's like all kinds of bugs that get trapped in there. And it's just like, it's like a fucking buffet for him.
Yeah.
He's like walking around. He's just crushing birds. Well, then this bird is like, yo, you got a nest in here? Like, bro, this place is dope. Yeah,
I'm yelping fucking some positive reviews and
yeah.
shit.
He's like,
this place is dope.
Brendan's porch is where it's at. It's got a nest and everything. So then this dude started going up in the nest, and now he's like checking it out, and he's like, hey, this nest is all right. Like, I like this. So this bird has been going around, flying in and out, hanging out in the nest. Now he's rebuilding the nest. He's doing his thing. And I literally catch him in here all the time. Other birds slamming into walls, freaking out. He gets it.
Yep.
So he's cool in your books.
Yeah. Like, I'm all in on this
Yeah,
bird.
like,
I'm like, this. I haven't
earned it.
named him yet, but I'm like, I like you. You get it.
Right.
But now I figured out this dude's just trying to fuck. Like, now he's got a nest.
Bring
Aren't we
girls
all?
over.
Aren't
But
we
that's what I'm
all?
saying. It's like I'm
Yeah.
really starting to like relate to this bird as I'm in my quarantine. You know?
You remind me of a young me, bird.
Yeah. I'm like, I like you, bird. And so now what he does is he sits outside and he screams bloody murder, like
Trying to get in?
trying to get ladies.
Uh-huh.
He's like, ladies, I got all the bugs.
I got the penthouse
I
up
got
in
a
here.
nest."
Yeah.
So this dude will literally come in. He'll like go around. He'll like kill some bugs. He'll bring some bugs out, set them up on the railing, and start screaming. And he is like, going nuts. But he does weird like,
Yeah.
he does these weird ass things. But I'm starting to like really associate with this bird.
Yeah.
Like I'm starting to dig him. Because he is like hollering for babes, but none of the babes, any of the babes,
Just straight spitting fire.
but the babes he brings home. The problem is the babes he brings home. He's like got the worst house ever because
Oh, it's not a dope spot?
no, because they can't figure out how to get out. Like
Oh,
they're
'cause
not
he
as
doesn't
smart
know.
as
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
So he needs to find a bird as smart as him that
Yeah.
knows that this is the door you go in and out, and everything else is just a trap for all the lesser
it's all,
bugs.
yeah, these are all
So
false
I
outs.
I feel bad for this guy because every bird he brings home, she's like, hey, I like your house. And then she's like, slam into a screen. And then she's got a headache, and it takes her 2 hours
So
to
he's
get
got a
out.
house for a wife, but he's just bringing home
Dummies.
hookups.
Now he's date.
Yes.
Now they're all like date raped on the way out, confused.
Yeah,
just
like
busted
he's
up.
trying to
Yeah,
bang
yeah.
him. He's like, here's my house. Like, you
Look
can
at
lay
this.
your eggs. Like, things are good. But I'm starting to feel bad for the guy because he's doing all this work to bring home the right woman, and I'm afraid she might not be in my yard. I think all these birds might be dumb because they can't get back out. He can get them in.
They're all dead.
It's like a
They're all
Tinder.
concussed the fuck in your yard. Just
And
leave the fuck
honestly,
out.
I've had some where like the dog comes out and they panic and they keep flying in and they literally get concussed.
Yeah.
And then I have to pick them up and like stick them in a tree and then like I'll watch them and then they'll come back to life and fly again.
And
But
it's weird
like,
because you rape them.
I just
Not you,
finger
no.
a little.
Just
kill
a little-
him.
That's
just a
not rape.
I have a huge
That's-
dog. I'd kill him. They're
Just a
little
little
bird.
Bill,
You go right
Bill
through
Cosby.
'em.
Just
Right
a little,
through
just
'em.
a little Bill Cosby action.
Jello pudding pop.
Yeah.
No,
You're
so I just feel
checking the
bad for this
temperature.
guy because he's got this dope
Got the
setup.
setup.
He's
He's
Yeah.
got
set up,
all
yeah.
the
He's figured
food.
it out.
He's figured it out. He gets it,
Hey, we've all been there.
but he can't find a
Have we?
woman smart enough for him.
You haven't been there?
I don't.
This is my
I
quarantine.
feel like
path.
I've been there.
Oh, we've all been there.
Yeah, where I had a dope spot, and I'm like, "Hey, ladies, come check me out." And they're like, "I'm confused now."
I just feel bad, man. He's such a smart bird. Like, he gets it. He's got nothing but food. All the bugs come in. They get caught. They
Yeah.
can't leave. He picks them right off the screen, eats them. He's living the dream.
Yeah, he's
There's literally a water fountain we have built in there.
Just
It's
get
like
him
a
some-
water
Yeah,
feature.
for
just
him
get him
to-
some bird Netflix or Hulu or something like that. I think he'll be
But he
set,
wants
dude.
a
I think-
girl.
I know. I do.
He
I know
wants
he
a
does.
smart
I know
woman.
he does. I
He
know
can't
does,
get a
but
smart woman.
Get him a gaming
know.
console. He'll be fine for a few years.
I think he'll be all right.
He won't even want a chick.
You know,
He just
That's
plays-
true. That's true. I need to get him a little. Just like give him my
Little
old
Xbox.
PlayStation, my
Yeah.
original PlayStation.
Yeah.
Be like, this is Sega Genesis. It's pretty awesome. It's 16-bit.
You'll
Actually,
like
it's 32-bit.
it. Yeah,
A few buttons.
yeah. Less buttons to hit. You'll appreciate this. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Back.
Oh, it's a button masher game. Damn it.
He's like, I'm a big Sonic guy.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I just feel bad because he's like my quarantine pet I've been watching, and he's
Poor
got
guy.
it. He's got it all figured out. But every girl he brings home gets a
I-
concussion from slamming into the
I
walls.
already like it better than your dog.
Oh, he's he's pretty smart. He's pretty smart. Even when the dog comes out, he knows to go up.
Yeah.
But his
Yeah.
mates don't. Like they'll be down on the floor, like running. The dog slamming into screens, like trying to like take him out. And he just flies up. He's like, "Hey guys, they have like Edison bulbs. All of you just
Yeah,
hang out
yeah.
on these. This is great. You just hang out up here. You watch the dumb
Like,
dog down
See
there."
a dumb dog that's 2 foot tall? He
Yeah.
can't get here.
But
dummy.
all the girls he brings
Yeah.
back are getting crushed into
Yeah, I'm freaking
windows.
out.
It's butt awkward.
Yeah.
But it is my quarantine like wildlife pet.
Is that
That's
the only,
awesome.
Is that the only awkward thing that's happened recently?
No.
Okay.
We're not going into that. Don't get me started. Wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
If you guys have quarantine pets at your house or
'Cause
somewhere,
if you
that
don't wrap it up, I'm gonna fucking lose my goddamn mind right now.
if you have some wildlife that you have actually like started to enjoy and hang out with in your yard, I would love to know about it. Please do reach out. You can hit us up at insidethepallethouse@gmail.com. You can reach out to us on our Facebook page, or you can hit us up on Instagram
Which
or
is what?
Twitter
Or
at
MySpace.
ITPH Podcast. We need to get a MySpace. I'm actually
sure.
going all
Top
in on
8.
MySpace.
Top 8.
It's a whole other thing.
That's the new shit. That's the new
Hey,
hotness.
Troy,
MySpace.
can you give them the Venmo? I'm going to go check that
Venmo
can.
at Inside the Pallet House, and if you do that, we're trying to work on things that we can like send you dope stuff, and we're actually talking about getting T-shirts and koozies and more swag to give out. And Brendan is actually getting the can under the turtle light, and I don't think it's working. Nothing. So if you can afford anything, give us $5, $2, $1. It doesn't matter. We've gotten some big ticket money over the past few weeks. We appreciate that. We've hollered at you guys, and keep it coming if you can afford it. If not, we understand.
Dude, it's a tough time.
It is.
I
It's
ain't
tough
mad at
times.
you if you don't.
No, for
Just
sure.
download the free show. We ain't
Yep.
Joe Rogan. We
Yeah.
don't need $100 million.
Nope.
100.
But we will take it.
I would take $100 million.
when
Oh,
Spotify comes in.
I wish a motherfucker would.
For sure.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hey, 'tis the time of year. You probably need sunglasses. Head over to nectarsunglasses.com. Drop ITPH in the coupon code. You're going to get 30% off on what was already a damn good deal. Gotta be honest.
That's the dopest deal you're gonna find.
It's the facts. It's the facts. Look, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you guys are staying sane. I'm not.
None of us are. I'm done. Check me back in. I want to go full life again.
That would be nice.
I'm done with this.
We're not there.
I am. Fuck it. Let's go.
Respect. All right, look, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Terrence,
Hey.
I didn't tell you thank you for the last episode for
Dude,
helping out
thank you,
with
Terrence. You did a
the-
great job, man.
the-
You poured beers like a pro.
Yeah,
like
that
it
was
like-
fantastic.
Like you've been doing your whole life. It's
It,
weird.
it felt natural. You know, I just felt like it just hit a groove at one point.
You
After
did.
like that 30-minute mark, I was like, I think I got something.
Yeah.
No, that
I
was
like,
awesome.
good.
you
that
should
was
stick
awesome.
with that.
Yeah, you should get a bar.
I'm gonna work on it. I'm
If
gonna
you
work
get
on
a
it. You know
bar,
what?
you
I'm
should
gonna
call
get
it Penny
I'm,
Lane.
I'm gonna get a bar. I'm gonna make it Beatles themed. I think.
Oh, I like it.
Gee,
I think I'm
Liverpool.
gonna open it up in the next month. I think I'm gonna do
Yes.
that. I think I'm gonna
Respect.
do it. I'm gonna do it.
You gonna do it in Richmond?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it in Richmond. I'm gonna do it downtown.
Where would you put it?
I'll put it like somewhere around 5th and Franklin. You know,
That
like,
would
you
be
know?
cool.
Yeah, I think it's a
That
good
would be
spot.
cool. That's a
Somebody
good
hit
spot.
me up a few weeks
That-
ago.
do
They were
this.
Let me
like,
do this.
That's
They were
what we're
like-
thinking.
Penny
like-
Lane
I like
Pub.
the
They were like,
motivation.
is that a Beatles theme bar? And I was like, yeah. They were like, I
Yeah.
love the Beatles. I was like, well, if you love the Beatles, you gotta get a Penny
It's
Lane
not Rolling
Pub.
Stones, motherfucker. He's like, come
No.
on, let's go. Yeah.
This isn't
yeah.
complicated.
No.
This isn't complicated. I love the Who, but I'm going
But
to
yeah.
Penny.
Yeah.
I do love the Who, and I'm a Penny Lane guy.
I'll put a
for
pinball
sure.
wizard in the upstairs.
Nah, Terrence, thank you so
Yeah,
much, man.
of
I
course.
appreciate you helping out tonight. That has been a lot of fun. And you stuck around for a double episode. That ain't an
Yep.
easy task. I mean, Stu couldn't do it.
Nope, couldn't do it.
Who's
And
that
I
guy?
will
Is it Stu?
concede to Troy on the first episode and maybe this episode. So.
I would thank you for that, but
Yeah.
that was a given. So yes.
No, it's arbitrary scoring.
Oh, that's what it was.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
arbitrary scoring is all I wanted, though. I didn't want rules. Rules are for nerds. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll be talking to you next week. Hope you're having a good one. Cheers.
Cheers.
Peace out.
That's a pretty good podcast, don't you think?